I want to read something. It just spoke to me so much this week. I told Katie the other night I walked in and I said, you need to read Psalm 128. Listen to what Psalm 128 says. It talks about the blessing that is upon a man or a woman, either one. And I've kind of jokingly in one way, but I've been dead serious in another, about talking about how this is the year of blessing here at the prayer meeting. I believe it can be your year of blessing. I really do. But it's not dependent on Bruce Weeks. It's not dependent on Frank Lathery. It's not dependent on Russell Murdoch. It's not dependent on any of you pastors. The year of blessing is dependent upon you and your walk with God. Yes. Your faith in what Christ has done. Listen to what David writes here, and I know we got to close, but blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in His ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands, and happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Blessed is every man or woman that will fear God, for you shall eat of the labor of your hands. That's what the farmer understood when he planted a crop and it came up abundantly and he was able to sit in that house in the wintertime and enjoy stuff that had been canned. He was enjoying the fruit of his labor. Man, that's what God desires. He says, for thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands, happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house, and thy children, and this is what I want you girls to read, thy children like olive plants round about the table. Man, you ever thought about an olive plant? That thing is evergreen and you can't kill it. I'm serious. There is olive trees over in the Middle East that they claim that is 3,000 and 4,000 years old that's still living. That thing is hardy. I mean, they're a hardy plant. They can take it. You know what? Blessed is the man or woman that feareth God. I'd say bless the man or woman that raises their children in the admonition of the Lord. You want to hand something off to your kids? You want to hand something off? Be faithful to God. Be faithful to God, and one day your children will rise and they will be like an olive tree that is well planted around your table. You don't have to worry about it. They'll be hardy. The storms will come, and the storms will come, and the winds shall blow, and problems shall arise. But you can sit there with the confidence of knowing that you have given everything that you know to give. You have given your faith. You walk before them in fear of the Lord. And they've watched God bless your life. Your grandkids can watch you and say, hey, you know what? That God has helped them so much. Don't worry about relics of the past. Don't worry about the junkyard of the past. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Just look to today. One other thing. My brother-in-law's been down at my house digging with a tractor. He's been digging scrap metal up. That pile has been interesting. There's more trash at my house than there is in the Cherokee County dump. I mean, he has dug up things with that excavator down there. That's unbelievable. Now to him, he's looking at junk. And he's probably sitting on that tractor thinking, man, my brother-in-law is a hoarder and a pack rat, and should have took it to the dump. But you know what? I've stood over the top of that dump. I went out there and I've gazed and I've looked into that trash pile. I've sat there. I found the wheel and tire that came off my 79 International Scout. And I'm thinking to myself, why did you throw that in there? I saw swing sets. I saw bicycles. I saw stoves. Washers and dryers. Refrigerators. Tons of them. Lon says, you got a lot of junk. You ain't kidding. He said, there's a lot of metal in there. I said, you ain't kidding. Not be enough in there to buy you a new truck. Before he told her. But you know, when I look in that pile, I see the stove that burned up. And we didn't have money to buy another one. But then I look over there and I see the one God gave us.
Yeah.
And when my daughters was out there on an old swing set that was rickety, that was a hand-me-down, and he dug a swing set out of that trash pile. And I looked at that swing set and I said, you know what, I can remember the day that I got this big record call. And I was able to go and do that record call and got the money off that record call and went to Walmart and bought them that big fancy swing set. And set out in the yard to replace that junk. That's the faithfulness of God.
Yeah. Come on.
See, I don't look at that pile of junk like you do. I look at those relics of the past as God's faithfulness.
Yes, He is faithful.
And some of those things in that pile were junk, and some of them were failures, some of them was bad ideas that's piled up in that pile. But I look inside that pile of dirty, rusty old junk that's piled up out there that He's digging out, and I look in there and I see the faithfulness of God for the last 28 years in our lives. I see things that God has done in our life. I don't look at it as a junk pile. I look at it as a reminder that Jesus Christ has never forsaken the Weeks family. He's always been with us. Can I tell you tonight that if you'll walk with Him, if you'll talk with Him and trust in Him, you can look back at that junk pile of relics in the past and you say, that was a time of failure, but God will point to it and say, well, I brought you to this place right here, and I brought you through all of that. Amen. Stand with me all over the place. Thank you, Jesus. Katie, I come. Praise the name of Jesus. He's a good God.
Yes, He is.
He really is.
Faithful.
Tell you what we're going to do. I see people holding money up. Jared? I just got reminded not to forget the offering. Take it up. What a better way to give an altar call than to take up the offering. Some people might say, well, that just don't seem right. Hey, the worship is part of the giving. Amen?
Yes.
It is. It's the big part of it. Because that's where your heart is. Amen. Praise the name of Jesus. Has God been good to you?
Oh, yes.
Has the Lord been good to you?
Yes.
Frank, has God been faithful to you? How about it, Mike? God been faithful to you? Amen. How about it, Landis? God been good to you? Kathy, Chris? God been good to y'all? Amen. Clifford? God been good to you. You know what? I don't care. How about it? God been good to you? How about it, Linda? God been good to you? John Waddell, God been good to you?
Great to me.
Amen. You know what? I don't think none of these people's blowing smoke. I think they're telling the truth. God has been good to us, hasn't He? Amen. He's been a good God, hasn't He? Amen. Praise the name of Jesus. You know what? I'm going to ask you to come up here if you want to pray. And let's have prayer. I want you to step out from where you're at. You know what? I'll do you even more better than that. If you want to come and kneel at one of these chairs and just spend a little bit of time with God, I promise I'll leave you alone. I will. You come just talk to Jesus now. I'll pray with you, or you can come and kneel and pray, whatever you want to do. God's a good God. He'll touch your life. So if you want to come and you want to kneel down in a chair here somewhere, you can do that. Spend time with Jesus. Let Him talk to you. Let Him help you tonight. In the name of Jesus.